The moment Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather decided to have a light sparring session, there were signs that Floyd would eventually get hurt, and Pacquiao ensured he did Floyd Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao met at Manny's training camp in Las Vegas, and like Cam Binham and other celebrities that have trained with Manny Pacquiao in his training camp, Floyd Mayweather participated in some jogging, sit-ups, push-ups, shadowboxing, and other workouts.
So you don't lose that. Awesome. Fire.
You don't lose that awesome. Afterwards, he and Pac-Man got into the gym and decided to do a light sparring session where he had Floyd Mayweather badly injured as the sparring was halted in between. Manny was more intense with his sparring than Floyd, as Floyd was mainly on defensive mode. However, Manny caught him in the corner and gave some combinations that hurt Floyd Mayweather's rib so badly that he had to get some first aid treatment in the ring. To fans who saw the video released on social media, they felt it was Manny's way of revenge on Floyd after whatever happened between them in 2015. Manny eventually found his way to get his revenge on Floyd. I really wish they could get an exhibition or something. I'm sure Manny would defeat him. He looks more vibrant than Floyd, a fan wrote. Another added, great to see Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather in the ring again. I wish they really had that fight early enough. However, that was never his intention, as Floyd had earlier caught Manny and had thrown some good punches at him. Two first of the eye. Guess the roughly former Cal defensive back Cameron Binham is also making news by training with boxing legend Manny Pacquiao ahead of his World Boxing Council welterweight title on July 19th, and he opened training camp in Los Angeles last week. Binham was there to train with the man who is the sports hero of the Philippines. Binham called Pacquiao my favorite boxer forever. Obviously, being half Filipino, Binham did road work and abdominal exercises with Pacquiao and talked about how demanding it was. This is why he's the GOAT. Binham said Binham was asked who is the greater athlete, Manny Pacquiao or Tom Brady. Manny Pacquiao said Binham. GG athlete Manny Pacquiao or Michael Jordan. Manny Pacquiao said Binham greatest athlete ever. I have no doubt in my mind he is going to get the job done, Binham said of Pacquiao and his fight with Barrios, even though the 30-year-old Barrios is a heavy favorite. All right, thank you, appreciate it, man. Thank you, God bless, appreciate. I don't care how old anybody tries to say anything is like, that's fast for anybody in their prime. There's no never took a step back. I've been watching him for years, been my favorite boxer forever. Obviously, me being half Filipino. So that's
Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, I'm gonna squeeze by. Thank you. Hello. You good?
Binham tried to stay with Pacquiao during his rigorous abdominal exercises. Binham did road work with Pacquiao, and during a break, Binham was asked for his prediction for the fight. Manny easy, said Binham. Round, I say 12, but unanimous. UD, said Binham, predicting a unanimous decision.
All right, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it, man. Thank you. God bless. Appreciate it, man. Oh, thank you. I don't care how old anybody tries to say anything is, like, that's fast for anybody in their prime. Never took a step back. I've been watching him for years. Been my favorite boxer forever. Obviously, me being half Filipino, so this is a big moment for me being able to see this in person. But the fact that he hasn't slowed down a step, and he's still in crazy shape, and it's only week 1 of training camp for him, so it's really day 1 of him running this hill.
According to a report by The Ring, Pacquiao followed his usual training routine in the U.S. and first visited the local park in the Fairfax district to do light cardio workouts. The 46-year-old superstar will only have 2 months left to prepare before squaring off against Barrios on July 19, 2025, to be held in Las Vegas, Nevada.
It was a mind game for me, but the fact that this is routine for him and the whole team, the fact that they can do this, still have to go do the ab workout after, still go do shadow boxing, then got to go back to the gym later. So this is major respect, and this is why people are great, and this is why we see Manny's great and still great, and that's why I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to go out there and get the job done.
That's amazing. Great set, but I got to tell you this. I always tell people that Manny at 46 is faster than most 26. You're a professional athlete, top of your game.
Filipino boxing legend Manny Pacquiao and coach Freddy Roach were at the Wildcard Gym in Los Angeles as they continued the training for his comeback fight against American champ Mario Barrios after losing in the senatorial race in the Philippines. Boxing's living legend Manny Pacquiao redirected his focus to his upcoming blockbuster fight against Mario Barrios and began his training camp at the Wildcard Gym in Los Angeles, USA. Pacquiao uploaded his training video at the Wildcard Gym on his official YouTube account. Their familiar faces surrounded the sport's only 8-division world champion, who also featured a reunion with his longtime mentor Freddy Roach.
Manny, I think Rolly has the WBO 147 title. He says you're his legacy fight. Rolando, he says you're his legacy fight.
You can't teach speed, you can't teach power. It's God, from God, that's it. People can work on speed their whole life, they're not going to be fast.
Day back was his son Jimuel, who is currently based in the U.S., to pursue his dreams of being a professional boxer. Arriving with Pacquiao is MP Promotions President Sean Gibbons, assistant coach Bub Boy Fernandez, and personal assistant David Season Midway through the uploaded video clip. Mark Magcio, the former World Boxing Council featherweight champion, was also seen taking notes of Pacquiao's training regimen. Roach posted photos of him and Pacquiao on Instagram on Wednesday, working together just like the not-so-old days.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, Manny.
Boss,
We miss you.
you're looking in tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
The last time the two worked together was when Pacquiao made his last professional fight against Cuban Yordanis Ugas in August 2021. When he lost via unanimous decision, Pacquiao, 46, and Roach, 65, began light work training, which included mint sessions, punching bag work, and shadow boxing. Sporting an August 2 62 win-loss draw card with 39 knockouts, Pacquiao came out of retirement to challenge Barrios for the World Boxing Council welterweight belt. The world's only 8-division champ's move was met with criticism and borderline disgust, as he is 46 and fighting a 16 years younger Barrios. The 30-year-old Barrios holds a February 1st 29 win-loss draw slate with 18 knockouts, despite the significant age gap in fighting a boxer who's at the peak of his prime. Pacquiao is not worried at all. "Don't worry about it," was his short reply with a laugh when asked about the matter when he arrived at the Los Angeles International Airport on Monday. Another familiar face is back with Manny Pacquiao's training team, as the Filipino icon is again about to come out of retirement to take on welterweight champion Mario Barrios. 20s and 30s, you think it's impossible for him to beat Mario.
Roger Fernandez. Si Roger Fernandez.
Australian Justin Fortune, who for years has served as Pacquiao's strength and conditioning coach, has also reported for duty at Pacquiao's training base in Los Angeles. He is ready to make sure Pacquiao, at 46 years old, will be in the best shape possible as he tries to buck the odds and snare Barrios' World Boxing Council welterweight title in their fight reportedly penciled for July 19th in Las Vegas. Pacquiao and his team arrived in Los Angeles 2 days ago. The following day, the Filipino southpaw immediately buckled down to work reuniting with Freddy Roach at the wild card gym for a light workout, brushing off jet lag. Very important by now, but man. Fast anyway, but we just have to set his training schedule because he's not 25 anymore. He continued. Fortune then went on to drum up Pacquiao's imminent boxing return, even likening the former 8-division world champion to Michael Jordan, considered the greatest basketball player ever.
20s and 30s.
You think it's impossible for him to beat Mario Barrios right now?
Well, it's not impossible because he has power. That he should have that power. Barrios is big and a strong boy, so I don't see that happening. But is it possible? Anything's possible. George Foreman did it. There's been others that do it.
He's Pacquiao. He's the Jordan of boxing. Simple as that. He's that famous, and boxing needs him, he said. Despite being very convinced of a victory for Manny Pacquiao, he has admitted he is really concerned for the boxing legend as the boxing legend prepares to return to the ring. Aged 46, regarding his fight with Floyd Mayweather in 2015, Manny Pacquiao said a right shoulder injury prevented him from fighting at his best in his loss to Floyd Mayweather. Nevada officials also denied Pacquiao's request to take an anti-inflammatory shot in his dressing room before the fight Saturday night. The chairman of the Nevada Athletic Commission said the ruling was Pacquiao's fault for not mentioning his injury sooner. It's part of the game, Pacquiao said.
Very important fight.
But Manny looks good. I saw a little video. He looks in shape.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's strong.
What do you think of the people? They're making so much of his exhibition in Japan. The exhibition he had with Akpo. Why do you think they're making a lot of it? They say he didn't look good.
That is a real exhibition for...
I don't want to make alibis or complain or anything, but it's hard to fight one-handed. Pacquiao trainer Freddy Roach and promoter Bob Arum were vague on the details of the injury, but confirmed they considered postponing the bout a few weeks ago. I thought he fought a courageous fight under all the circumstances, and I'm very proud of what he accomplished tonight. Arum said Pacquiao got hurt sometime after mid-March, and Arum said the injury was the same as the one Kobe Bryant had. Bryant tore his rotator cuff in January, ending his season with a loss.
Manny in the last year, but this coming fight on July 19, this is a real fight. Yeah, this is a big fight.
So they're gonna see a different Manny.
Yeah. I promise. As a head coach, of course, all the team fucking can work together with that. All the people, they have a comment.
Whether that was the injury he was referencing, but said Pacquiao consulted the same doctor who treated Bryant. Arum said Pacquiao's camp thought he would be allowed to have an anti-inflammatory shot because he had similar treatment during training. The shots also had been approved by the United States Anti-Doping Agency, but Arum said Top Rank filed incorrect paperwork about the injury, and the Nevada Commission ruled against the request for a shot. Francisco Aguilar, chairman of the Nevada Athletic Commission, said the Pacquiao team did not disclose the injury until Saturday night, so the request for permission to take the shot and to have a personal doctor in Pacquiao's corner were denied for the fight. Is the
Go back to before the Mayweather fight. Just take us back through what happened to your shoulder. Was it about 3 weeks before when you tore your rotator cuff?
My shoulder has been bothering me since 2009.
We were not aware of his injury until tonight at 6:30, said Aguilar, who made the ruling. The medications he was taking were disclosed on his medical questionnaire, but not the actual injury. This isn't our first fight. This is our business. There is a process, and when you Try to screw with the process. It's not going to work for you. The Nevada Athletic Commission denied Manny Pacquiao's request to take an anti-inflammatory shot in his dressing room before facing off with Floyd Mayweather after speaking to INSAC medical consultant Dr. Timothy Traynor and understanding what the request was. I made a decision not to allow it given the timing of the request. Pacquiao's camp apparently hoped the fighter could compete without the shot despite Pacquiao's limitations. Arum said he didn't regret putting Pacquiao into the fight at less than full strength.
And then I just handle it every training. But it just happened that Mayweather training, we push harder than any training that we had in the past. So that's what happened. I got hurt, and then but we actually managed that after maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks before the fight, and then 3 weeks.
Both my arms were injured, both my hands were injured, but as I've said before, I always find a way to win. The post-fight disclosure of Pacquiao's injury adds a legitimate angle to discussion of a rematch. Pacquiao demonstrably fought with only a portion of his usual punch output, and his inability to use his right hand consistently made it easier for Mayweather to control the fight. Roach was proud of his fighter's persistence through injury, but frustrated with Pacquiao's inability to implement his game plan, particularly his inability to throw a right hook. It was a very close fight. Roach said, "We'd love to do it again, but hopefully that's in the future."